And I just want to begin with your personal safety, because after we talked on Thursday night, Friday became a more difficult day for you. That's apparently when the death threats got to the point where something had to be done.
Yes, well, thank you so much. I'm thankful that the governor took these seriously and has assigned protection to me and my family, and we're doing okay. So appreciate you asking.
Talk about what you're seeing and not seeing and not being allowed to see in what you are now calling a fraudit. And thank you very much for that term, because I just couldn't bring myself to call it an audit.
Yeah, I've tried to be creative with what I've called it as well, because it certainly is not an audit. So, I think one of the most concerning things about what we have not been able to see, and this is one of our election experts who's an equipment expert, was not allowed into the room where they were holding the equipment. And neither have there been any of the cameras that are broadcasting this exercise allowed in that room. And so we have no idea what's been done with the equipment. We certainly have seen many concerning things that are being done with the ballots, as you have mentioned.
One of the Arizona senators who voted for this now regrets it. State Senator Paul Boyer, it's quoted in the New York Times saying, "It makes us look like idiots." Looking back, I didn't think it would be this ridiculous. It's embarrassing to be a state senator at this point. So, Secretary Hobbs, it sounds like he was prepared to deal with some level of ridiculous, but this is beyond that. You now also have the threat of a possible subpoena by the Senate Republicans trying to obtain internet routers, government internet routers that they believe somehow would help inform them about the vote. What is that about?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not really sure what it's about. Something about passwords. I don't know why you would find the passwords from the routers, but these are routers that serve the entire county of Maricopa County, which is a large county, one of the largest in the country. And it would impact operations for the entire county. It would impact confidential health department data, confidential law enforcement data. It is beyond ridiculous that they think that they're entitled to these routers.
And going forward, is there any, last week the idea was there's a high school graduation coming up what that building has to be used for, I believe as early as next week or next weekend. Have they come up with some plan to deal with the high school graduation that could get in the way of their playing with the ballots?
As far as I can tell, there is no plan for what they're going to do. I mean, Ken Bennett keeps saying, oh, we'll store these things somewhere, but there's really no sense of where that is. So I don't think he has a plan, and nothing that is being talked about right now in terms of what the plan may or may not be adds any confidence to my sense that they're not taking ballot security seriously at all.
At what point would federal officials want to be physically present to watch what's happening here?
Well, I can't speak to their intent on when they might actually send observers out or what the legal parameters are for them to be able to do that. But they certainly did share their concerns about the document preservation where it comes to federal laws and ballot retention for federal elections. Certainly none of the parameters of the federal law have been taken into account here. And so I'm extremely glad that they spoke up about their concerns. I have no sense that the Senate or cyber ninjas are taking these concerns seriously.
And as you go forward, what are your biggest worries about what's happening there day to day with those ballots?
Well, I mean, you talked a little bit about this in your intro, but they are not taking chain of custody seriously. So this means when they're unboxing ballots to do whatever they're doing to the ballots and then putting them back, they're not making sure they get put back in the right place, so that if somebody had to actually go in and do a real recount for whatever reason, they wouldn't be able to do that because the chain of custody has been damaged that much. It also appears as if they are commingling uncounted versus counted ballots. They are leaving ballots unattended on tables. They are just absolutely not taking seriously the magnitude of what they have in front of them and what they need to preserve in terms of these ballots.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.